wah 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 wah. Hello. Did he miss his daughter's birth because he got distracted with trying to catch a bird Looney Tunes style? Yes, but he still made it to each birth. Ain't that true? Crash is just the best non-eldritch deity father in the Pokemon world. I forgot why we were here. Was it for this? I think it was. It was to take out the goddamn Titans. Give me your teeth. Your teeth belong to me. Give me your teeth. Your teeth are now mine. Give me your teeth. Give me your teeth. Give me your teeth. Hello, Civ. I'm alright. Magus. Oh, that's a funny name. Crash is the kind of dad that wakes up and pours coffee thinking it's another morning, only to immediately panic and go through the wall through his garage because he realized today is his wedding day. You know what Crash is? Remember the beginning of Incredibles? Where Bob is like, yeah, I still got time. He's that. He would be late to his own wedding, and he was. I sure do love one-shotting raids with an over-leveled Rhyhorn. Is he seriously only now fighting the crab? I forgot he beat up the others before confronting the crab. Yeah, he did. Let's see. We beat up Orthworm 5th. Oh my god, we haven't even beaten the Sky Titan. We haven't even killed the Sky Gina. Give me a break. Give me a break. Give me a break. Beer break bar. Hello. I see you. I guess we can put the Starly here. Worm Train, you can just sit here. I'm sorry, Worm Train! You've got to be exuberant with Worm Train. And we'll take back our Monkey King. Ah, that was the Chinese Diglett. And yes, I did say Chinese. And I will not elaborate. Good. Orthodox methods and Crash just don't mix. Got my mouth in the garbage can because trash is all I talk. What did I not? What did I not? Buford. What, did you miss the shiny Diglett? Explain myself or all my oceans will turn into soup? I don't own any oceans. Well, except for Ocean's 11, which is a bad movie. I'm kidding, I don't even know what Ocean's 11 is. Do I want to care about these guys? Maybe. Or do I just want Buford? I think I might just want Buford. Buford, you do have Wave Crash. Perfect. And then if we just put Wave Crash first. Wait. So, Buford has 27 HP. I want to run some tests. Oh. Not Chinese as in plural. I made a joke as in if that was their nationality. Chinese. I shall not perish in the many spices of your hot and sour onion broth. Nah, I don't wanna. Okay. Banana bread out of 10. That's fair. I hate banana bread. You didn't order any sparkling orange chicken. Why would you even order that? Alright, Buford. We're working on some plans. Because I have evil plans. No. So we need about 300 in damage. And it's not quite it yet. Give me something weak. Yeah, I'm gonna try to evolve the submarine. Perfect. So that's a little over 50. So now we just need to spend 10 more. What the fuck? There you go. How come we get Crash but not Smash? Smash is the less interesting uncle. Crash is just covering all bases. Rhyhorns is cars. When they become Rhydons, they become trucks. Basculin is submarines. Orthworm is trains. Raptor is planes. Exactly. We just want to have an army and a navy and an air force. Which means we will need to breed an army of Staravia eventually. Okay, you know what? This big one is in my way, so I want you to go bye-bye. My fish is not a sparkle fish. Then fire monkey and dog because he likes dogs. You got the monkey because it's a fire monkey. How could you not want it? Exactly. He took one look at Growlithe and was like, oh my god, puppy! So if I have done my calculations correctly, we simply need to use Wave Crash about 20 times. Perfect. I'll kill you for science. Casually looks at VC and holds up the... No, don't. If Wave Crash is your first move, auto battles work. That's not the point. I need the recoil damage. My PPs are restored. His fish is a masochist. And besides, I won't take any recoil damage from auto battles. We're too strong. And I can show you that. See, if I direct it at the Makuhita, look, no damage. King Cloth, I am here to steal your bitches. Oh my god, the sea! Buford. Guess we'll kill a Rookity. I want to avoid Knackley because it can get sturdy, and that's just not helpful. Do you just not like to ride on Koraidon because you feel bad? You've been lifting him more than he lifts you. Maybe. Maybe. I, for one, am very happy that Wave Crash is Double Edge and not Takedown. That 85% accuracy would be such a bitch move. Alright. Okay, the lighting almost made that Yungoos look like it had pink hair, and I was very concerned. Crash has walked through rain, sandstorms, open field. Did anybody tell him Cyclozauric, Rhydon, Miraidon don't need gas to run? Literally run, Crash. You're not saving money, just spending time. I mean, you never know. I wanna fight a Makuhita. I wanna fucking stab him in the face. He'll die. Die, fuck you. How dare you use Fake Out? Fake Out is an insult. I'll kill you. I killed him. A level 17 Growlithe should do it. I think that should drop me to around 15 health. Perfect. Okay, let me double check how the evolution works. I might need, to level it up. Leveled up after losing from recoil damage without fainting. Okay, cool. We're good. Whenever Crash's Pokemon KO any wild Pokemon, can we headcanon they get sent to the mystery dungeon? Well, Pokopia is just the future of the regular Pokemon timeline. And I guess it's very possible that Mystery Dungeon could be even further in the future, considering that Pokopia is about Pokemon taking on very human lifestyles and talking with each other and building societies of their own, so, maybe? But Pokepark World is probably the one that is the furthest from the timeline. Basically, this one in a nutshell, indeed. Ow. But, okay. There we go. I need to charge my phone. If I can't charge my phone, then what am I doing in my life? I wanna find someone who I can kill. I'm gonna stab and I'll kill and I'll stab and kill. Stab and kill. Alright, we will use up the rest of our PP. And then I think we'll be in a good position. Oh, hello. His son, he is not. If Bonk touched that gimme ghoul, he would have gotten, like, 4 gimme ghoul coins. Good morning. Couldn't fall asleep because of laundry. Oh, Uber Eats is evil. That's why I don't use it. Making bow? Nice. Do I have, like, one more? I have one more Wave Crash. I want to use it on another Cloth. I think it has the best overall HP around here. Hello? There you are. You're now concerned why the Gimme Ghouls would pay more for Bonk to touch them. Well, you know how it is. Bonk is very well loved and desired throughout the Pokemon world. And his son is only, or his father, rather, is only slightly less loved and wanted. You know what I don't like? That if you don't, like, stop on the item, it doesn't clear the notification. Like, let me just scroll through my inventory so I don't have to touch it. I don't want to sit here and specifically click, well, not quite click, but hover over every individual item in the list. Hello, items I can't use. I went and marked all the items that can be turned into recoil moves as favoritos. Wait a sec. If it's favorites first, then that should remain Houndour Fang after that. Unlucky to sweat. Houndour Fang. Cool. I'm good with that. Hello, items I can't use. And double edge. Yeah, they need a button to just clear all notifications. It's like a kick to the smallest of OCD, just wanting to remove the red dot. Exactly! I despise it. I will feed it to my taco hut. Oh, right, I was going in there for a reason. Well, I mean, if we're gonna do it this way... Now my candy is gonna be at the top. Hey, we did it! Buford is evolving! To be extremely honest, how likely is it for Crash to ever beat Sada? It's not gonna lie, unless he levels up a lot, it's not looking bright. I have no idea how we're gonna handle Sada. It's a bigger submarine! Basculegion, the big fish Pokémon. This Pokémon is cloaked in the souls of its comrades, who perished during a punishing journey to the river of their birth. Yes, it's very much yellow. Alright, Buford. You're incredible. What else can I teach you? Literally nothing. Though Phantom Force is pretty cool. And Aqua Jet would be hype. Okay. Specifically doesn't come in yellow. Comes in purple, white, red, blue, no yellow. We have, like, an infinite amount of fucking ethers. I don't need to go to a Pokemon Center. Alright, Buford, now that you've transformed into massive Buford, I don't know why Crash sounds like Joey Wheeler. I think it's just the way that I say Buford. Every time I say Buford, it ends up coming out like a Brooklyner. Wheeler? He's a trucker. Wheeler? I hardly knew her. When did Joey come in chat? Buford, use Kill Detonate. Good job, Buford. I'm gonna put ya... Why don't you center? The fuck's wrong with ya? Is that properly centered? It doesn't feel centered. Something feels weird about that. Oh well. You'd be like right there, give or take. Good. Okay. Clough is gonna be like, oh, the fuck is this? A little kid? This would be easy. Sends out giant piranha that absorbed the souls of its comrades to be as big as a Sharpedo. What the fuck? Doing side quests before doing the first boss. Wah 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 wee wah wah ECS of wah wah wee thaka. Yep, I can English so good. Here. I'll let Koraidon help me here. Please jump. Wagus of Withaka! My Moefic wagon! My Paradox wagon! Crash, you found it? That thing's the Stony Cliff Titan? No Clough has any business being that big. It's gonna be even stronger now. There's no shiny in the background. Iron, don't steal my bit! Suffer. Even then, a shiny won't help. We don't need the shiny. Lady Luck does. Also, how do you like being dead, Clough? The only reason you didn't die to a wave crash the first time around is you had a cutscene. When you find a shiny, but it's Arven's Pokemon. You know what? I'm actually sure that some of Arven's Pokemon can be shiny. Specifically in these multi-battles. I think someone got his Shelter to be shiny. VSES of Ithaca is your thing. Way. It's full odds. Makes sense. These Titan Pokemon are yeesh. I sure don't like having something so tough out to get me. I got the pamphlet. Arven didn't even get a chance for a Shelter to peek out before Crash just suplexed the clan. Crash doesn't even use his Pokemon to fight the Titans. He fights the Titan itself. That, or he just literally mows the Titans. With his army of cars. Okay, but what if he put a license plate on the ass of a rhino and made it street legal? You can't patent. You're not Nintendo. I knew it. That's a Florba Mystica. Oh my god, it's floor flavor. Thanks, Crash. Doesn't need a license plate to be street legal. Check rules for class 1, 2, and 3 bikes. Yeah, but this rhino is not a bicycle. This is a rhinoceros. Sir, this is a Wendy's. Yart Haya Huwacha. And Bob's your uncle, my special whimsy-filled super sandwich. Call the rhino Bike? The rhino has a name, and it's not Bike. Why would I dare name my rhino's bicycle when that's what I named my Ditto? Although this one was named Gladys. Oh, come on. You again? Here's my sandwich. This floor tastes like floor. Crash was supposed to eat the kush. I know that. I've already tasted it. And now I want to taste the floor. Oh, good thing I made extra. You're helping me out a whole bunch with the hard stuff, so it's only fair you get more. If Crash was gonna call his bike anything, he would name it after his wife. I only get to taste the walls! Damn. That just ruined my evening. Snarf, chomp, chomp, snarf. These Urban Mystica really do pack a punch. That's not yours! Blah, 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 blah. No tasting walls or ceiling. Eat your furniture first before having dessert. As in the desert floor. I'm gonna eat all the sand. All the sand will go in my spine. It's a new day. 13 more hours remain. Oh no, I'm gonna be locked in a time loop because I can't stop the moon from falling down. Come on out, bud. This is my dog. My dog got hurt. And then Crash just immediately covers Irvin's mouth. Say less. I will help you. All Crash cares about is save puppy. His dog didn't step on a Beedrill. It stepped on a giant evil death machine. Or a death dinosaur. Save the pup tower! I don't know why I specifically remembered the old woman in Back to the Future saying, save the clock tower, but okay, we'll go with that. I found this book in my mom's lab. It's full of crazy stories, legends, and stupid stuff. Arvin says the dog's the only thing he cares about. Well, yeah, his parents are shit. Didn't we already say that Arvin's Turo, since this is the prequel? Yes. To Bonkalicious. Look, we are not making Bonkalicious a thing. Cheetalicious was bad enough. Alright, internet, the fuck are you doing? Okay. But yes, this is indeed Turo. Apparently Turo also had a dog. And his dog was hurt. Bonkalicious, Fergalicious. I don't remember any of that song. The power of these herbs is amazing. I knew the book wasn't lying. I'm gonna bring Mabostiff back to full health. I swear it. It's okay. I'm a dog person. Don't need to give him the old yeller when I'm already gearing up to go John Wick. Bonkalicus? I don't want to be Bonkalicus. That sounds gross. Hashtag Bonkalicious. Everyone go to Twitter now and... Everyone go to Twitter now and post hashtag Bonkalicious. No context, just hashtag Bonkalicious. I'm gonna do it too. Just hashtag Bonkalicious. It's what every woman calls bonk, indeed. I believe Spindlin specifically calls him, oh, fuck, what was it? Was it Dottie or Spindlin that calls him Bonky Boy? I think Dottie calls him Bonky Boy. Oh, Spindlin calls him Bonk Badonk. Because Bonk has a nice ass. I don't think Marnie ever had a nickname for him. Not a proper one, anyway. Did we determine if this was just actual Sada, or if this is, like, whatever Turo's mom was? Bonk is just given a 5-star meal of girls calling him names. Meanwhile, Sword Boy is still eating fast, cheap food. Look, we know Sword Boy orders off the dollar menu. Or the kids menu, because for some reason, despite Sword Boy being like 16, he still only orders from the kids menu. He just really wants to get his chicken tendies or something. But then again, his mom still likes boneless chicken wings, I should say. Turo's mom fits in Legacy the Arven line abandoning kids. I mean, Arven abandoned Koraidon. It's true. Even if you lose that battle, he just hands you Koraidon. I smell an item. It's mine now. Yummy, yummy. Alright, who can I kill? Arven kept the Salt Rock, not the giant dragon bike. Crazy. You know, you're right. Alright, we'll need your Pokemans for a few seconds. Why, thank you. Good, good. Wow. I want a TM made. Can I make more takedowns? I can. Do I want to? I do not have the LP to make Brave Bird. Though I would really like to. We need more Rhyhorn Fang if I ever want to get another Double Edge. But for now, we want to work on getting Brave Bird. And that requires more LP. Well, that's incredibly unhelpful. It won't really tell us which ones we can't use. Alright. I know what we need to do. Alright, Crash. It's time to climb up a mountain. More beards! We could find another beard, but what if I don't want a beard? Ew, a capsicum. It's gross. Is there a special attack with recoil damage, or is Crash just strolling through here, just casually knocking out Pokemon with bare fists? I don't think there's a single special attack with... Hang on. I think Steel Beam might be considered a recoil move. No, it's not considered a recoil move. Maybe it's just because it's fixed? Ah, Mind Blown, Steel Beam, and Chloroblast are specifically moves that do not cause damage, or cause damage but are not considered recoil. Life Orb is also not recoil damage. The only one that counts is Light of Ruin. Light of Ruin classifies as a special move that deals half of the damage dealt as recoil. Self-Destruct in Legends Arceus is considered a recoil move, and it deals 4/5 of a user's maximum HP. Struggle is considered recoil. Takedown is 1/4 of damage dealt. Oh, that reminds me. We can get Woodhammer. I like Woodhammer. What can we get it on? Nothing I actually like. That's sad. You could get it on a Sudowoodo, I guess. Oh, Sudowoodo gets Rockhead. Yeah, let's get ourselves a Sudowoodo. Well, you know there's no range moves with yes, for a range move, not the Magus wave. No. I'm just starting the beginning of Team M's name. Crash is Googling recoil moves, meanwhile Roxor's rolling past him like, runes. Cool. Look, we've proven that being in your menu essentially makes you immune to all form of attack. Look, we can run head first at this boulder and we will not die because of this menu. We're gonna run up right around the center here, pop our menu when we're worried. Look at that. No one can hurt us because our menu is just that powerful. Who do I want to fight with? Yeah, we'll let Buford do it. Buford's earned it. In terms of protagonists, they're using phones like a shield. Meanwhile, Crash is like taking the boulder's head on, like slaps the back of his neck. Was that a damn mosquito? I think the boulders just curve away from Crash because they're so terrified of him. Wow. That did nothing. That stork had no HP. I know I've got like 9 levels on the guy, but that's sad. You managed to get to the Titan somehow? It's Bombardier pre the swallow. Let's break history. Or the future? Trying to drop rocks on folks is dangerous. Let's give this thing a taste of defeat. Instantly killed. Aww. Buford's doing so well. Way to go, Crash. Looks like we don't have to worry about any more boulders falling on us. How'd you survive all that anyway? Crash just standing there tanking boulder after boulder and not giving a shit. It's so funny to think Bombardier only acts like a good parent whenever she sees Crash like Swallow. Is confused why her mom turned nice when all Crash is just making the most scary face behind her. Crash does have the ability Rockhead. He's so dense. That's why he's immune to damage whenever he crashes cars. Like Gomez Adams, he is ridiculously resistant and durable, and it's because he has Rockhead. And because he spent like the first 3 months of school running around the region and not going to school. At least we can admit that Bonk only missed 5 hours of his first day of school. Crash missed 3 months. And of course you know that no one cares about you being late or tardy until you've been doing it for a year, so... Bitter Herba Mystica is great for your circulation. This'll definitely help my boss stiff. Let's get food going. Crash just tells his story casually, talking about the boulders hitting him, and Bonk is like, the boulders. Several years later, I'm gonna call you the Boulder, 'cause you remind me of the boulders that broke on my dad's head. And then the boulder said, affirmative. The boulder is now the boulder. The boulder will do everything the boulder can do to become the boulder. The boulder, the bold. The brave and the bolder. Crydon, how are you hungry? I just fed you a sandwich like 10 minutes ago. Save the dog, save the dog, save the doggy, save the dog, 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 save the doggy, save the dog. Alright, I want to do some fuckery. Here's a little lesson in fuckery. Hello, Froth. The boulder just acts like a ball, meanwhile Crash casually throws him like a volleyball over the net, playing with his rhinos. Froth, why would I be mad at you? What did you do? You got addicted to an idle game. Oh no! What idle game? I might have to kill you, depending on the idle game. Is it, what, Sword and Magic? That new one that's all over the fucking internet? Legends of Eidolon. I don't think I know of that one. It's an idle MMO. It's a management RPG where your heroes keep fighting even when you're gone, spend their loot, unlock classes. That sounds actually really cool! Wizards, canon pirates, that sounds like fun. It has a pachinko of sorts. I'm assuming the different classes act as your RPG characters. And Cookie Clicker. Alright, men, women, and countrymen. Interesting. Oh, there's 2 unique skills. Mining, smithing, alchemy, fishing, woodcutting, construction, breeding? Why is breeding a skill? I am concerned. Why is breeding a skill? Ignore me, currently downloading the game. That's it, small bites. I know why it did that. It just didn't like me downloading the game. It literally did the same thing that happens. There's also pets? That's amazing. Alright, game downloaded. At least bother to taste it before you start murdering everyone. There's always Titan Pokemon near Herba Mystica, right? I don't know why, but it seems to be the Titans that make things so strong, that make... Bleh! Seems to be the Herba Mystica that makes them so big. Roof! Oh my god, my dog talked! It's a talking dog, guys! Enemy guards... cards which tell you their loot table as you get the loot from them. Oh, that's neat. Oh, that's cool. I like your cute little fish. We like alchemy. Crash just sitting there eating a sandwich. He's trying to eat it quietly, not to interrupt the moment. Challenge tasks. I like this area, how this area just coincidentally has some water that you can do violence in. This is also where I would have gone ahead and gotten our ability to surf, but we got it this way. I'm not sure we could have made the jump from there. I'm curious, because I need to know. Can we make this jump with just the regular jump? Fuck! Okay. Now, as I was saying, can we make this jump with a regular jump? No. Okay, so to access the Air Cutter TM, I'm pretty sure Sword Boy would need Surf. But there's a few Pokemon that he could just catch that have Air Cutter and Air Slash, which are the only special cutting moves. Most of those are physical, too. These small Pokemon are like pebbles when you ride into your bike and they just stumble you. I know. And I hate that running into them starts a battle. Like, let me just punch through you with my fast-moving Pokemon. Are we to assume that if I run straight into a Flittle at max speed that it has the ability to stop me? You can't. Stop. The rock? I don't know what I was gonna say. Also, that was a fun jump. I always like it when we can just drop a bajillion feet. Hello, world, and all who inhabit it. You are a very pretty level 54 Dragonair. Well, that is true. If that wasn't the case, I would have missed the shiny Diglett. But, if we had a shiny sound, then I would have known there was a shiny Diglett there to begin with. Yeah, like the shiny elephant. Now, the better question is, why am I going to Alfornata early? I have no idea. We were just in the area, and I figured we might as well. I've got a side quest. There's not even a quest. There's not even a reason. I'm just going for the fly point. And I think that's a zinc. I zinc, therefore I am. Are you the M? You're the Candy M. Candy M? Hello, world. Hello, lots of Pokemon. This is what happens when the game isn't linear. Crash just bullshits. He does. He is the king of shitting bull. Speaking of, if we wanted, we could acquire a shitting bull. We haven't bothered, but we can summon a fire-type Tauros. Using the power of sandwiches. But that would just be another source of Flare Blitz, and I'm not sure I really care. When we're gonna have Infernape in a handful of levels. Good. Ah. I don't actually want to fight you. Wee, motherfucker. A shitting rhino. That's just gonna be a representation on how Crashwells and Burns makes a sandwich and grabs the bull by the horns. True. Oh no! What are you doing with all these rabbits and geese? I'm so confused! What's happening? I'm so confused, Froth. You're being attacked by woodland creatures. That'll be the last of the DMs you send to the game until you find something funnier. Honestly, it kind of makes me want to play Dungeon Village again. I don't know why, but it sounds fun. Because Dungeon Village is kind of an idle game. What do you... No. Hello there, I'm a league rep. 7 trainers, there's a prize. I don't know what it is. You should tell me what the prize is. Yes, Dungeon Village 2. Put some respect on its name. Okay! Don't hurt me! Did we never get that? That's crazy. What do I want? We could go punch that guy. That could be fun. Yeah, we'll punch him. Remember, get back in there. Perfect. And we'll dump that on you. I want everything to at least be 31. Yeah, I'm satisfied. If you hurt you, it's because I love you and I am actually legally blind. Where am I? Who are you? Where is my dear little Carl? Steven! What? Yeah, we're gonna go punch the attic. It'll be fun. Time to be morbidly curious about the about the amount of XP we can get, because I'm going to slap a large candy onto you. Sick. No, the boys, you do not get to learn a new move. Perfect. And we've been doing this, putting the elemental move up top. Also, I completely forgot that we got Brave Bird on the boys, too. I don't even know how we did that. Did we find 2 Brave Bird TMs, or did I make an extra TM? I probably made an extra one. Feeling ecstatic and no longer bound by the chains of forcing yourself to be the anchor that stabilizes chaos. No longer acting as the sane one as I'm apt to do. I'm free to be without restriction. It's true, Froth has seen me unfiltered completely. No, you never want to go to World 3 through 4. And yes, that is its name, 3 through 4. It's because that world has 3 in the middle of 4. What, is there a problem? You don't like that Froth has seen me unfiltered? You know, being around all of these creatures reminds me of something. Let's go find the actual car Pokemon. Get your butt in a battle. By breeding. I don't care about breeding. There it is. Alright, it just has overcoat. And that's it. That's really lame. That's so weird. Wow, I'm deeply disappointed. All this car can learn is Takedown and Double Edge. I have seen me bit crunched and uncrunchatized. I've had my bones crunchatized and uncrunchatized. I got Captain Crunch and it hurt, but no longer. I'm free to be without chains. I also had actual food today that filled you up and you don't feel super tired. Just done an effort to save money. Yay! No, it's a really shitty little car. Buford, beat up this engine. Yeah, it's just a Panto. I mean, I was gonna call it Honda, but I'll call it Panto. Oi, that was exceptionally rude. Alright, we own the car now. I dub thee Panto. Now, Panto, go into the box where you will rot for eternity. I don't know why I walked into that creature. Die, cute elephant. He's not getting sent to the box, he's going to the garage. Accurate. Okay, we've acquired what we want. There are other things we could attempt to acquire. I still want something that can learn Head Smash. I'm not sure what can. Sudowoodo is probably our best pick for that. Yeah. Hisuian Growlithe would actually be the best because it has access to Rockhead. Its hidden ability in Hisuian form, but we could try to acquire Cranidos, but I don't think I actually care. Sudowoodo's still probably going to be one of our better options. Sudowoodo's decently strong. We still need an electric type to take advantage of Wild Charge. We don't really have a whole lot of options. Pikachu is also the only thing with Volt Tackle. Yeah. Okay. Back up, big man. No need to be behind to crash like that. Of all the moves challenges, is this the hardest? Just to acquire the moves has been the hardest. Alright, cool. Go, go, Gadget, Blink-a-Boots. I need to find a Peekapoo. Okay, just Pikachu. Oh. Pikachu spawned there. Good to know. Crash is casually walking past landmines. Clive, what are you doing here? I've been accepted into Operation Starfall. What happens if Voltorb blasts into you? I don't think anything happens. I think it's just like one of those... It's considered a fleeing Pokemon. So it sees you, it explodes, it disappears. Intern Clavel, I really don't care about you. I'm afraid there's been no response. So wait, if Clavel's an intern right now, does that mean that this is his actual hair? I think Crash does realize it now. I think he was suspicious at first, but the second Clive starts talking like an English gentleman, he's like, wow, you're definitely Clavel. I am Clive, an actual student. No, you're not, Director Clavel. Look, I might be an idiot, but you smell exactly like Director Clavel. Yeah, you should have gotten a fake mustache, or a goatee. I have a beard! Yeah, but wear a fake one as well. No outsiders. I don't care. Give me a break, you little fartball. The kid who picked the fight with Team Star? Oh no, I'm fucked! We were playing our Ataris and our GameCubes! We're gonna fucking die because we didn't get enough sleep. But if you had a goat, I wouldn't recognize you. Just a goat, it doesn't matter. Not a goatee, it's just a goat. Yeah, with the goatee, he would just be like, oh my god, that's evil Clavel! Yes, Clavel just gets a go-goat and tapes it to his face. Yusuf, I am going to literally kill you. Look how weak and useless this child is. My Basculegion's just on a tear. Fucking killing everyone. I talk big, but I'm not a warrior. Probably Attic. I think Attic is funniest. I believe we decided that these were the actual bullies, and this early in the timeline, they actually are villains. Wasn't it we decided that, like, Team Star was something that Penny's mother formed? And then Penny gained the login information for the Cassiopeia account and started using it for her version of Team Star. Right, Nicole, that was her name. I'd love to know why auto-healing doesn't heal statuses. It's kind of stupid. Beep cursed. Some kid lucked out. Let's go kick his ass, cockwads. Look, I thought flying made Rotom a better healthcare provider, but it's not. Good job. Mango, commit kill. Kill 'em all, kill 'em all. Damn, Basculegion moves fast in the overworld. How would flying help Rotom learn? If anything, he's like, oh, your legs hurt? Too bad you can't fly, dipshit. Whee! Right. Rotom's programmed by the internet. So he's probably an asshole. Finish him off with what? I shall kill your Claude. Is Attic just different from Atticus? Instead of being a dramatic fashion designer, he just spends too much time in the attic. Yeah, he just watches anime in the attic. He only makes cosplays because people get, like, they gave him anime for him to binge. Quick, Wheezing, barf on this shirt to make it purple. How dare you get in the way of my anime watching? I've gotten these DVDs straight from the Kanto region. These DVDs are all mine, and you cannot have any of them. I will defeat you with the power of anime villains. I pull out my dual disc, and I play my skunk tank in attack mode. Attic just scrubs his car with a muck to keep it looking purple. Doesn't realize the smell because of both of his mask and his anime stank. He needs a dual disc. Just slap a dual disc on his arm that serves no purpose. He's so intimidating. Pulls out her battle disc and it's bigger than yours. Crash is still in his concerned phase. It's a deployer, not a shower. Ow! Hang on. We have to do some stupid shit. Cries in Yu-Gi-Oh! High School arc. Go, hot dog! That's 2 sucker punches. It's a very small deck, very few C's. Like, hecto or 5Cs the most. I don't mean centimeter. I mean like cods. So that's 3. That's the 4th Sucker Punch. I mean, it's slower, but it's probably fine. Surprised he's not being like the Wicked Witch of the West, like, I'm melting! You don't melt in anime. Avian and Burstinatrix, those are very popular. The first ever shower he's taken. Okay. Rev of Room. Okay. I'm singing. I'm in a rainstorm, and I'm singing. I'm showering while battling in the rain. No! Don't do that to Hot Dog, that's rude! You think you fell behind keeping track of your tokens, keeping them up to date? That's unfortunate. Add a car stacking. Muck. What do we want to do to Muck? Monkey King! Get your monk... No, I'm not going to say what I was going to say. Yeah, I'll have an orange soda. Oh wow, even through the rain, we one-shotted that Reverum. No, I was going to say the other end. Stop poisoning everything, it's rude. Yes, I was about to peel the banana. Oh wow, is that a crit? No, that was just raw damage. That was a low roll, high roll scenario. Good job. And Monkey King survived the recoil. You think to give me a taste of mine own poison? Fie, I will fight until the bitter end. We get torqued. Yeah, Azalea, but who would willingly drink Squirt? Like how Crash is just picking up his monkey and throws it hard at the car. Alright. Go, Buford! I need you to eat a hit. Good job, Buford. Only time any form of squirt would go in your mouth was if your fiancé was visiting. Wait, is it still raining? No, it is not considered raining. Flare Blitz, hot dog! Got it. Ooh. That is okay damage. Yeah. Unless she puts pool water in the squirt gun, and nah, fuck that. Tap water, sure. Okay, dokie, the boys. I need you to take some hits. Not amazing damage, but I'll take it. Have fun. What happened, Froth? You just remembered something? Spin out. Doesn't that, like, kill your speed? It does. Your nephew got to see you on video call and he waved and smiled and babbled? I'm so proud. It was the 21st night of Remember. I like how Mango is stepping on the ground, but he's not affected. She's not affected by the toxic spikes because she aboard. You stole his first word? Or you want to steal his first word? I get it. Steal it! I know you can! Good hit. We're doing good. We just have to survive. Your nephew called you smelly and hung up. Accurate. Want to make his American, English, Japanese speaking father and his Japanese, Jap English speaking mother confused. Remember who you are! Ah, I just need one more good hit. That's not enough. We win, bitches! Good job, Remember. Be something great like Diaduit. Diadite. Diadit. Forgive me. You think you can run over Crash? You think you can run over the guy that takes boulders? He's the trucker! You also only pointed at your dog and you did the PU thing. Ha! Last pronunciation was correct? Diadit? Alright. Whoa, these cosplays are so good! They look exactly like the anime characters in the anime that we made you watch. Isn't it so weird that they're anime characters that serve the exact roles that we want to? Evil villains in a five-some that run a villainous team, based around Pokémon and schools. No one to blame for this but yourself. Ha. When he dies in Legends, and it's stated he'll become a Grim Reaper of the afterlife, driving cars to make more protagonists. Yes. As it turns out, when Crash dies, or I guess rather, if Crash dies, Crash will become the Isekai trucker. Attic was forced to watch anime up in his attic in order to make cosplays for the rest of the team. I think the rest of the team is ridiculously obsessed with anime, and he's like, anime's kind of cool and all, but I like to watch other shows. I like to watch Turner Classic Movies. Azalea, I will burn all the bows. I cast BK Fire. It's just a charbroiled burger. Sure, you can keep yours. Hey, Froth, you remember when we said at the exact same time, BK Wendy's? You've got a lifelong compadre in me. Well, I suppose I can watch anime with you. That's literally all that's come out of this story. Attic has decided that maybe it's okay to watch anime from some to time. I like to watch the full collection of Shirley Temple, the Darling collection on DVD, not anime. Exactly. I would rather make Shirley Temple-style outfits, but all of these people want me to make anime outfits. I imagine that, like, he originally designed, like, gothic Lolita and, like, fancy Sunday best clothing for everybody, but they were like, no, I want anime clothes. A vivid blast of the BK Wendy's. Lick, lick. Stop that. Somebody help. I'm so uninterested in you. Why'd that thing drool on me? Thanks for the mats. Enjoy the sodas. Nothing beats BJ's and Arby's? Attic originally looked like a genuine ninja, but after the anime, he binge-watched so much shows while drinking grape soda. Oh, that's a Spidops. I see no weapon. Oh, that's... I see your strings. I guess it's technically a weapon. Maybe we can allow that for Bonk. Bonkle in the future. We got the meats and sad eating forever. Koala na na na. I find a fucking koala. I don't care about your falafel tree. Hello, Leafstone. The Hammer Boy, Sword Boy, a Shield Girl. Where's the gun dude? Well, he would probably only use projectile attacks. So we'd have to figure out what moves count as projectiles and which moves don't. I would say those, like, multi-hit skill link moves, Bullet Seed, Rock Blast, and Pin Missile are projectile moves. When will we do the orbital cannon run where Kitchen Sink finally gets a daughter that exclusively uses beams? Whaler na, my heart is in a whalmer. It stole my fucking lungs. Okay, those two were moving in such sync, I legitimately thought they were the same Pokemon, and I was very confused. Because that silhouette did not match anything I knew. Hello? Don't salt my tentacles. Or I might kill you. I want your items. All your items now belong to me. Oh, hi, Mark. Grass knot. It's like Venoshock? No, Avalanche. You. A water-type Mareep. I mean, when you have a level 60 Ryunk, I don't think it fucking matters. A low speed also doesn't really matter for raids because everything's just constantly happening. And I think all your speed does is just, like, determine how many, like, which one of you moves first in the turn. It's kind of neat that you learn Power Gem. Give me item. All of your item belong to me. A Darrigan. No, get the Ryunk. A Dragon-type Tyranitar would be pretty sick. I don't think it's that helpful on a Tyranitar, but at least it gets rid of its quad fighting weakness. And being a rock type, it would be really good about murdering ice types. Shouldn't have did that. Good job. We killed it for science. Had to turn on your AC, you're getting a headache from the heat. Understandable. Yeah, well, Azalea, they are parts of my body, and I don't like my body being randomly salted. I'll have to charge you for assault. You're a dragon tamer, Missy. Alright, I don't actually care about fighting you. I will eat you alive, Azalea. Isn't Sage an aroma girl or aroma lady, whatever the hell they're called? If Azalea was assaulting you, why didn't you pepper spray him? I don't have pepper spray. My pepper's upstairs. And don't ranch my hand either. Ranch is disgusting. Kidnapped a Sandy Claus. Stab him in a butt. No! Give me the Sado-Wado. Ow. Rude. You know what? Fuck you. Give me your bowl. I shall catch you. Come on. Trust in the heart of the cards. Nope. Sure, let's weaken this one with our normal type moves. Our water type moves will kill this thing. You missed. How could you miss? I have flying, water, fire, and normal. The only other thing I can pick up is electric and rock. But head smash is nothing that I have access to right now. And Volt Tackle and Wild Charge are pretty darn rare. Outside of exceptionally high-leveled Pokemon. Or Electros. Or Pawmon, I guess. Pikachu apparently doesn't get Wild Charge. He only gets Volt Tackle, which is weird. We might have to get a Pawmot. I guess it doesn't really matter. You mean Ash's Pikachu? I really liked him using Volt Tackle as his finisher. That said, I do think that in Sun and Moon, the better and more interesting Z move is 10 million Volt Thunderbolt. And Catastropika is boring. Hot dog. How dare you make me look at you crying? That's rude. Okay. Now that we have Sudowoodo at half health, we can start throwing balls again. Getting the ball or act as the stick to play catch. Okay. Get in the ball. And stay in the ball. And I'll give you a... Oh. I guess I just had to sing for you. We won't nickname you yet. I want to see your summary. He's got Rockhead! Perfect! Alright. He just wanted to be charmed with a song. Why do all these Pokemon want a specific thing? Because that's just how it works. Panto, I don't really care about you. Alright. First off... Nope. Woodhammer! Our rock type is now a grass type. Use TMs. Oh, you have a free double-edged TM in here. Don't mind if I do. Woodhammer and double edge is a pretty solid combo. Okay, no, I can't kill the puppies. Alright, puppies, you go into this box. And... you into that box. You into that box. I will fucking kill you. It's another Rhyhorn we don't need. We'll keep the 3 dumb brothers, because I think they're funny. Okay. So that can all go there. that can go there. This Pikachu is just an extra one that we encountered for the sake of encountering it. Bang and Zoom, you're basically useless. This is the strongest Rhyhorn we have at level 66. But I also don't really care. Worm Train, you can sit there. Okay. Better. Now we nickname you. Wood Hammer. There we go. Don't know when I'll use you, but I'm sure a hammer will be useful one day. Imagine seeing this on a ranch, the professor would be like, wait, why is there a big pile of Rhyhorns? Crash? Crash. Don't know why I even ask. Yeah, I even started moving into piranhas next. We still need to get an army of birds to have a complete army. Completing our army is the most important. Okay. What do I want to name this Sudowoodo? Your name is... Woodward... the Third. This is Woodward the Third. We know Sudowoodo would be good with kids. Sure, Sudowoodo is great with kids. And now that we have collected the Sudowoodo that we need... Kill the non-believer! Oh. Kill the non-believer! Oh, it was a Zorua! Okay. It's me and you and my Pikachu. Hang on. Sandwich maker. We're gonna use the power of sandwiches to do whatever we want. Oh, perfect. Good to know that there's an electric sandwich that's just banana and salt. But we're gonna do the easy thing. Woodward 3 inches. You're horrible. Crepe stand. Where's the crepe stand? Time to cut the crate. The joke, wah, too easy. Encounter power, electric. Now the other reason we came here. Get some sleep. It's me and you and your Pikachu. Okay. Can I just use one takedown and not kill your Pikachu? For guy who uses fire and water type Pokemon, you take Crash as an ice cream guy. I mean, that's not even ice cream, it's a crepe. Okay. Buford. No, I don't care about this Pikachu. Pichu fur. That one has static. No. I'm looking for one that's holding a light ball. Gee willikers, that hit hard. Okay. Iron Tail's strong. Crash, first a bird army, now a rat army. Are you adopting the Swallow and Ratsburger? Jesus. I don't like the sound of that. There we go. Still static. I think Pikachu slightly walked off some of the smudge of Rhyhorn with that feint. I think so too. Nice. We actually got the crit capture the first round. No. No. I know I'm running out of balls. We'll catch this one and then we'll move on. I do think it's very funny that Sudowoodo just stands still. It is deeply amusing. Okay. There we go. Pokemon Center Clerk. I would like to buy 150 Pokeballs. We're doing the Go treatment, where we're not using anything but regular Pokeballs. We throw enough of them, you'll eventually get caught. That Pikachu looks so tiny. I just hate Go. I think Go's useless. Bad character, -2 out of 10. This is worth asking. Do wild Pokemon drop their held items when fainted in auto battles? Do. Yeah. All right. Okay. He hasn't needed, especially by the end of the journey. Why even give him more after? Let her give the spotlight to anyone else, because if you want to see anybody catch them all, it's not going to be Go. No one likes him! He's not likable. He doesn't have an interesting backstory. He's just like, I want to catch Mew first. So, fuck you, Score Bunny, who clearly wants me to be my Pokemon. And then there's one episode where he's like, oh my god, I have to battle a Pokemon to catch it? And then he never does anything else ever again to battle a Pokemon. There we go. If he was there from the beginning and we see a longer journey, maybe you can handle it. Yeah, exactly. Like, if this role of wanted to catch everything in the Pokedex was given to a character we already knew about, or a character with a more interesting backstory, Go would be more, you know, viable. But instead, we just get a kid who claims to love all of his Pokemon, except they're featured in one episode, that's it. Yeah, I agree. Him catching the Golurk and the Misdreavus felt like punches in the face. Because if Go catches something, it means it's never going to be the focus of an episode. Unless it's a starter. The 3 starters are the only ones who had any form of focus episodes. Outside of the episode they were caught in. His Cinderace is cool and interesting. It and Ash's Lucario have a very, like, bros relationship, and I think that's cool as hell. Go just feels like a middle finger to the face of everyone who's been watching the anime. I smell a Pikachu. When your Pokemon has better friendships than you, Go. Exactly. Crash is having a lot less luck than the light ball that we got for Schlump. Although I think we made light ball. So maybe this is a reasonable amount of time. Tristan? You mean the Yu-Gi-Oh character? Or are you talking about, Tracy, or whatever the fuck, the art guy, who replaced Brock for a season? I'm already Tracer. We got one! It only took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 Pikachu to get one with Light Ball. push that fucker so out of your head you need to remember him. Fair. You know what time it is. It's time to make a sandwich. Trip. Oh, that fucker. Crash got his ball. All needs to be done is mentioning Schlump. Hi! Do you remember me? Egg power sandwich is banana. And was it butter? I think it's just banana and butter. There. I'd argue this sandwich is even more cursed this way, because it's just bread on either side with butter until you get to the 3-high stack of bananas in the center. And Paldea, what are some of your favorite characters in Team Star or the gym leaders? I like Aerie of Team Star. I think she's my favorite character in Team Star. Everyone else is just really bullyable. And in terms of gym leaders, I don't like Larry. It's not that Larry's a bad character or anything, it's just Larry reminds me of working a dead-end job that I hate, so I play video games to escape that. Let's go down the list. Katie is okay. Brassius is okay. Iono is fun to fuck around with. Kofu is fun to bully. I don't like Larry. Rhyme is a rapper who cannot actually sing or produce any sort of noise, so she's stupid. Tulip is Tulip, so I hate her. I actively despise Tulip. I can acknowledge that Larry is a good character and is very interesting. I just don't like that he is in personification of the overworked salaryman. Grusha is boring. Like, legitimately boring. There's almost no personality there. Wow, all of the gym leaders suck. Rhyme, Tulip, Kofu, Brassius is a lineup of leaders you actively don't like. Grusha's meh. Iono's fun. Katie is super boring. Yeah, I can understand your ranking there. There's an egg. I'll get more than one egg. It's not even that. Like, I don't think a shared spotlight can necessarily makes them worse. It's just most... What the fuck? It's just most of the time gym leaders are... I don't know, just kind of boring. There, I'll do that. Perfect. Exactly 4 eggs. It's like, okay, so sometimes gym leaders have neat little story moments and they get to do cool stuff. Or, like, you get to engage with them as actual NPCs. Other times, all you do is fight them once, and then they fuck off, and they never do anything else ever again. If you're lucky, the game has a rematch system, and you can get a little bit more lore about the character. Unfortunately, the rematches are almost always at the end of the game, after you've done everything, and where you're probably not paying attention to the plot anymore. Like, okay, Univa's gym leaders did cool shit. Most of the time, you had to talk to them for plot moments. You had to, like, do stuff with them, engage with them. Oh my god, a floating bag! That was terrifying. The Galar ones, because they had more presentation and style, except Gordy and Opal, you forget them a lot. Opal is, like, the only one that had the most story moments. Because you got to meet her multiple times outside of her gym. But all of that said and done, Univa had this really neat scene where all the gym leaders got together to beat up the sages when you storm N's castle. It's very cool. Yeah, like, they should do something. And the other thing that bothers me is there's so many gym leaders that, like, very clearly don't want to be gym leaders because they care way more about their other form of employment. Like Katie. Katie cares so much about running her bakery, or whatever the fuck it's called, that she introduces herself as the owner of the Soapberry Patisserie, and not as the gym leader of the town she is in. Despite being on a battlefield and being called in to do her fucking anime. Okay, Anime Skyla was fun. She did something called air battles, where you show her your team, and then she, like, does a simulated battle in her head, and then she's like, okay, you win, and then gives you a badge. Or, nah, I'd win, and doesn't give you a badge. That is how she did it, and she only did it because she wanted more time to fly her plane. So she'd get, like, 5 different, appointments, put them all in a row, have them toss out all 3 of their Pokemon they would use for the fight, and then she'd be like, you win, you lose, you win, you lose, you lose, you lose, you win. Bye-bye! Until Ash was like, that's fucking stupid! And then, Ash challenged her to an actual battle. Oh no, I agree, it would be horrible to meet her, but it at least shows personality and character. Oh my god, it's the Pichu brothers! Just 4 quadruplet Pichus. And this one's Adamant. Adamant is literally perfect for a Pichu that can only use Volt Tackle. And it's the first one we got. Second one we got. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna put away the held item. Actually, you were out of place. And then we take you and you and you. We give you an item. You can have the light ball. Okay. What was I going for? I can't English. That's what I was going for. Alright. Where's the Pichu with the weird-looking ear? The spiky-eared Pichu, which can only exist in Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Get washed. Okay. This little guy is going to cause so much trouble. Is 2 stars enough for the evolution? No. We need 3. Alright, out of every protagonist... Yes, I'm giving a bath to my murder child. Out of every protagonist, who are my top picks if they were to get their own anime? Honestly, I would be happy if Dawn, Misty, or Serena... Not... Actually, you know what? Fuck Misty. Dawn, May, or Serena had their own, like, contest and or performance style focused anime. There we go. There's the 3 hearts. I want to see more of the Pokemon world. I want people to be reminded that there are more careers than Pokemon trainer, Pokemon researcher, and that's it. Like, it still pisses me off that Hop was like, I want to help Pokemon, so I'm going to become a researcher. That's not how it works. You want to know a career that's focused entirely on helping Pokemon? It's the fucking Pokemon Rangers, goddammit! What Hop describes what he wants to be at the end of Sword and Shield is a fucking Pokemon Ranger. And yet he chooses a researcher. I hate it. And Hop was doing so well as a character. Legitimately, Hop has a significantly better arc than How. But instead, he just does stupid shit like that. No. You don't get to learn any of that. No Iron Tail for you. Forget everything you have learned. Wait. I got a really stupid nickname. I don't know if it fits, but it will if it's funny. Damn it, it's not big enough. I was gonna go with Tactical Nuke. But I think we'll go with Voltactical. Because this Pikachu exists for one simple reason. To use Volt Tackle and die. Sorry that doesn't exist. How instead, how about becoming a Nurse Joy? Yeah, just get Hop, let's send Hop to the same nurse school that Jessie learned at to become a Chansey. Oh, you want to know which of my protagonists would become other things? Alright, so a long time ago, when I was a young Magus running a Tumblr blog for the rocker girl from Black and White 2, I used her Japanese name for her because I think it's better. Roxy is just rock and roll plus toxic, which is boring as fuck. I liked her Japanese name Homika because it was just more interesting as a name. And I did this thing where for like a week, I created different type specialties for her and what she would be if she was a different type specialist. Distinctly two that come to mind is if she was a ghost specialist, she would have been a movie star that was in various horror movies, starring alongside her ghost Pokemon. And I distinctly remember that if she was a normal type specialist, she would run a traveling merchant thing. She would run like a pop-up item shop with her Apom as her main Pokemon. So, in a sense like that, I think that if the protagonists were doing other things or becoming other things, it might potentially change what their focus was. That said, I think we already know one thing. If Crash wasn't being Crash, he would probably be a breeder. As we've shown, Crash is constantly breeding Pokemon, seemingly for no reason. I think Bonk would probably be a construction worker. Or, like, the owner of a hardware store. If Kikabella wasn't the former champion of Galar and just rich and powerful enough to kick everyone in the face that stood in her way, I don't know what she would do. Maybe run a dojo and follow in her dad's footsteps. But I don't see her changing in any significant way. Not to the point of, like, having a different specialty. Exactly. Crash and Brock have a lot in common. They both have an army of rock types. We actually have over 30 Rhyhorn now. From the extra ones that we bred to get the more with Rockhead. Alright, what do we want to fuck with? Let's take those two. The weaker ones. And it's not really gonna matter. And we just keep Hot Dog with us, because Hot Dog is amazing. Alright, Crash, it's time to play cleanup. You're gonna go beat up the disc jockey. The thing with Namels is just because she wouldn't be necessarily a Pokemon trainer protagonist doesn't mean she wouldn't despise the letter E. So I don't think she could reasonably pick a profession with a letter E. I could see her running a shop, but the problem with that is clerk and shopkeeper have E's. Part of me thinks she could be a teacher, but teacher has an E, so I don't think she could do that. And just, okay, so I don't know why in particular, but something about Namels just reads as, like, mafia. Like, when I was brainstorming design options for her, and, like, got the image of a chill, dark-haired girl sitting in a chair, I just kind of, like, got the vibes of her running a mafia, or some form of crime family. And considering she does have a fair number of dark types, I think we could reason that Namels could be just a crime lord. Except she never says that she's committing crime because crime has an E. She's just doing bad things. She helps Hop like Oleana. Helping Rose, a scary woman that helps her idiot. I could see it. The problem is, I don't think she would be as close to Hop if they weren't going on the gym challenge together. Because if she wasn't a Pokemon trainer, or the same kind of Pokemon trainer, then she would just be Hop's next door neighbor. You're the piece of shit who was sent here to declare war on us. I'll fucking kill you. Let's kick your ass. Well, okay. I don't think the Swallow is capable of changing her profession. She is intrinsically a bird-based superhero. If she could be anything else, maybe a pilot? I think she would want to fly. Or maybe she just throws rocks at people. And yes, the Swallow would eat Pokemon food. She probably has. Considering she was raised by a bombardier. Throws rocks like a good old mama bombardier. Exactly. As for Ratty, I don't know. I think Ratty would just live in a sewer and be a sewer hermit. I don't think Ratty would get a job. She would either freeload at someone else's house or end up, like, owning a sewer and being, like, the giant rat that lives in the sewers. Because remember, it's unclear if Ratsburger is actually 100 rodents wrapped up in a trench coat. Or her favorite old hoodie. We do know she worships the Spin Force, so it's very possible that Ratsburger might have become a cleric for the Spin Force religion. You can see Iva becoming a tech girl, only studying Pokemon tech. See how it works with Miraidon making the newest tech for the Poke World? Yeah, I would agree with that. Because this is specifically the Iva that didn't become a trainer when she was transmigrated to this world. She would have utilized her hacking chops to do other bullshit. Now, the actual bug catcher Iva, I'm not sure what she would do. Spindlin never decided to become a Pokemon trainer. Well, no, remember, Spindlin is an Eldritch entity. So the only reason that Spindlin created the mortal form to adventure through the Pokemon world is because she wanted to become a trainer. So, therefore, she wouldn't have even existed on Earth beyond her religion if she hadn't, decided she wanted to go on an adventure of her own. That said, if she did still create a mortal body, or, like, possessed the body of someone else, I could see her, like, forcing that person to form a cult. But once more, she is a concept, like Dad and like Lady Luck. Those three are the eternal concepts of the universe. Parenting, spinning, and luck. The three elements of the Magus-verse. You thought there was fire, wind, and water, and earth? Fuck that! The primordial elements are spinning, being a parent, and being lucky. Sword Boy would straight up be homeless or sent to a boarding school. I think there's a timeline where there is a version of Sword Boy who was raised to be the perfect successor to Victoria. And he's just like a very pristine English gentleman kid who will basically be sitting there like filing his nails and ordering people's deaths. Like one of those prissy noble princes, except actually very capable of having you killed. If Burn and Crash never become trainers, would they even meet and fall in love? No, I highly doubt it. Because if they never went to Pokemon school for Pokemon, then they probably wouldn't be there. Woodward. Kindly kill this bitch. Don't fall asleep, Woodward. You're a terrible butler. Let's say in the alternate ending for Crash, he became a trainer instead of a breeder because he missed classes. So he would probably move back to Galar sooner or later after school. Yeah. Come on, Woodward. Wake up. Don't hurt my wood. It's just rude. Easy peasy lemon sneezy. Good job. Guess that's that. Wilhelm would have it the worst. Instead of being a trainer, he couldn't be a librarian or make music. I mean, Beethoven could make music, and he was deaf by the end of his life. A deaf librarian also sounds kind of funny to me. I wrote that code myself. This is Giovanni Giacomo, or Giovanni Givolo. Giovanni Joestar. I've determined that this man is a Joestar. So he practices the noble art of running the fuck away. I know, me too. I kept misreading it. I'm actually curious what it means. It is an Italian name. So that's proof that there is an Italian place in the Pokemon world. Going to Pokemon Italy could be really cool. It's me. The star badge is yours now, huh? With its boss out of the picture, it'll be destroyed. Alright, I don't care about your bosses. Yay, more Tims. The Swallow, if she wasn't a battle trainer, should be a stage performer. I could see her being like a superhero TV show actor. So she would play the common writer type character. Koraidon, stop licking Nicole. It's rude. Here's your reward, I guess. I'll be off. You know what? Don't lose. Yep, we fought these people in a hilariously sideways order. It would be funny if he just didn't do Katie. Oh, that would be pretty good. Problem with that is level caps. I have to at least beat the gyms in sequence for the sake of level caps. Okay, I want... Alright, give me you. Probably something like this. Okay. Would Fistifer even be if he couldn't be a trainer? Same with Frog Boy. They can't fight crime. The hell are they both going to be doing? I think Fistifer would just be another martial artist. Oh, hey, it's Nemo. And Frog Boy, he would open up a pet shop. Hey, Crash. I saw you going into the gym, and I came. And then I followed you in. What are you up to? I feel like I haven't seen you in over a week. I mean... Okay, look, I know I talked about battling you before, and I just wasn't ready to, but... Don't get me wrong, I'm not, you know, here just so that we can fight. Like, I'd love to if you want to. It's been so long, and I genuinely want to see where you are right now. But... I don't know if I can do it, though. I'm not really prepared. I want to make sure I use a team that's really perfect for you. You're really important to me, Crash. And I want to be a good, you know, test for you. So, here, how about this? You go fight the gym, alright?
And after you tell Larry to fuck off, you can find me. And we'll have our own little victory battle.
It's raining out there, and it's still drier here than Nimona when she sees Bonk. Nemo does the joke on purpose, meanwhile Nimona's serious about it. Yeah. Nemo wants, like, to see where Crash is in his journey and see if he's, you know, how his growth is. Nemo is chill. She's interested in Crash because Crash is strong. But that doesn't mean it's the only thing she cares about, and she's not overly obsessed. She likes Crash as a person, and a rival, and a friend. So it's kind of like how you would get coffee with a friend after you don't see them for a while. Except in her case, coffee is, hey, you want to get lunch and then fight each other? Which just makes sense to me. Since it's raining, I'm going to take advantage of the rain, and we're going to use Wave Crash. What feels weird, Iron? Did the rain end the second we got into combat? That's so rude. Oh, I don't want your clue. I just wanted to kill you. I mean, we could have focused on building a bird army, but Brave Bird isn't really going to help us for this. Why damn you, Weather Boy? Oh, right. Weather Boy is just taunting us with weather changes. Weather Boy has gone to the sledge side. You are a brother, Weather Boy! Monkey King. You were supposed to defeat the sledge, not make a mixtape with him. Wait, so does that mean that MC Sledge should be able to use Weather Boy when he gets forced into doing the protagonist challenge? You just get ghost types. And then just this random Weather Boy. How could you? Pele, Pele, Pele! You can't possibly argue when you put it like that. A single kick from a Quaquaval can send a truck rolling. Quaquaval, how dare you attack an innocent truck? Cruel. What do you say? Not a fucking clue. That's why I said I can't argue anything like that. Crash just gets the Chonkla, but unlike Burn, it's just made of soft rubber. He doesn't want to hurt. I need more Revives. Alright, nothing cool yet. We'll have to level up a bit more. Also, I'm just gonna say, close combat as a Monferno at level 36 is kind of fucking wild. Pelipper would turn evil because he'd feel the Swallow's mama doesn't appreciate him enough, and the Swallow's just fighting to get him back to the side of good. It's really funny how much Sword Boy defeats Sledge, not because he himself would, but his mom can just absolutely kick his ass. It's true. Ooh, slack off. Slack off, rather. Even though we can't really benefit from it. It's still pretty cool. My mom can beat your dad. Oh, yeah? Yeah. What are we waiting for? I got popcorn. Come on, call your mom. I want to record this. No! Weather boy! You were my brother, Weather boy! I loved you! I hate you! I don't care! Come home or you're grounded! Also, your English is getting really good! Thank you! I've been trying very hard! I've mastered the art of the phrase, fuck you! MC Sledge is really good at teaching me. I've learned more about the English language being with him than I have any amount of time spent with you. Okay, unfortunately, I don't think either of these boys are gonna help me. Hot dog is still just great all the way around. We'll blah, 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 blah. We will want you. And we'll want you. I have a plan. It's a good plan. And it's stupid. Okay. Nothing new. Damn you, Charlos! Curse your Duolingo ways! I will teach the people music, but it'll be evil. Evil music! Oh, you're right, it's the polka! The worst music. Randomly during serious moments, it becomes regular darts. Medium Fire Blast style lemon. Okay. You now have the right to challenge the gym leader. You know that shot of every protagonist just lining up in a clash against an army of villains? Imagine that, but it's just an army of MCs versus Sledge and one seagull. I mean, we have confirmed that Sledge just likes to fuck with protagonists. The question is, are there a bunch of Sledges, or does Sledge just go to each universe? Is there one Sledge like there's one Reverse Flash? Or is there a league of Sledges? You summoned an army of dorks? It's supposed to scare me? Not if destroying its soul concerns you. As president of a major corporation, I get to do that every day. It was me, Bonk. I'm the one who shut down the lows. That's right. I made enough money on my mixtape. Kaiba baby? Kaiba babies. They're Nepo babies. Would you like to face Larry? You're not exceptional if you're an everyman, you fuckstick. That's a Kaiba quote? Oh my god. Wait. Is the army of dorks the Karibo wall? From the dual hologram disc episode, the first dual disc, the prototype. Sledge is telling a bunch of cruel stuff to everyone else, like, that's right, I took you away from your home, Iba. I separated you from your parents, Swallow and Ratty. And meanwhile, with Bonky just took the lows. It's right next to Exodia. Impossible. Oh, it's Orichalcos. Okay. No one's ever been able to summon him. He summons all of the souls like Kaiba style? Or Kaiba style. Pegasus style? How does that even work? You didn't get soda. Did you get anything else instead? Ah, you just paused your existence. That's fair, though. And if they get destroyed, their souls are gone forever. The divine serpent of Gate. Strange. Sword Boy asked what MC Sledge took from him, and he's just like, Your blade was bought off Craigslist. I don't want to steal anything from you. So it sounds like you did acquire soda of some kind. I think it would be funny if MC Sledge just, like, instead of telling everyone what he took from Frog Boy, he was just like, "Hello, son. I hope you're doing well." And then everyone's confused, and Frog Boy's like, "He fucked my mother." And then everyone's concerned that Frog Boy is like... a bunch of chaos. Okay, so this is what I wanted to do. Swap to Hot Dog. My monster has power beyond that of infinity. I was the one that took away all the other letters in your alphabet soup, leaving you only able to eat E's. It's brilliant. Brilliant! It has electrolytes. I have no idea what monster Yugi could have used to defeat an infinity attack monster. Froth, the only thing I'm thinking about is Idiocracy, where, like, this drink company called Brondo buys the FCC and convinces the whole world that Brondo is stronger than water. And, like, all the people are like, "It's got electrolytes? It's what plants crave." And then the guy's like, "No, they want water." And then they're like, "What, from the toilet?" It's such a stupid movie, and I love it. Timaeus. Oh, the knights. Okay. It has electrolytes. That's what I crave. There we go. Thank me. My work app was fucking me over, and I wanted to make sure I had my alarm set appropriately tomorrow for when my work shift was starting and when I needed to leave. My Knight of Timaeus turns into Knight Timaeus of Destiny and gains infinity +1 attack points. He's drowsy. I want to nerf the rest of your attack. Yes, please. I'm actually really excited to get to the Orichalcos arc in our Duel Links, or Legacy of the Duelist, rather, because I know it exists, and I've watched some of it, but I have no memory of how it ends. Alright, once we get rid of your sucker punches, you can do basically nothing. Go, hottest of dogs. I haven't actually been counting my sucker punches. Oh, shit. I just realized I walked into the Larry fight with a full team. I should have only brought 3. I'm so stupid. And also... let's do that. I keep trying to find better Quaquaval art, and there's literally nothing. It's horrible. When did Crash get a full roster? Is that always in the rules? I mean, I'm not actually sure if Crash had the match gym leaders rule. I'm sure he did, I'm just not sure. Must match the team size of major trainers, yeah. Yeah, the other one's loved by a bunch of furries. Where are we sitting? We've nerfed this thing's attack into the ground. Alright. It's even funnier. Yugi did his infinite attack point loop, and I forgot Dart said, "You can't," and then Yugi just says, "I just did." Yes, I have heard about new stuff that Palworld's releasing. I don't really want to learn too much. But I will say, from what I have seen, there's a lot more Dark-type pals, and there's a lot more, like, Team Soul-style pals that are just gonna be literally perfect. Alright. What I want is for this Komala to use any move but Yawn. Perfect. Your new favorite pal? Sick. Is it the Magician one? Because I like the Magician one a lot. The Magician one seems really stupid and I want to enjoy it. To Dunsparce, you might legitimately be incredibly stupid. It's a new one recently put out. Sick. Hot dog. Double intimidate. You know you want to use facade on me. You're pretty good. Might end up losing this. Just learned that Dark Magician is literally the reincarnation of the Pharaoh's Oracle, Mahad. I mean, I think I knew that, because, like, there was something about the card where, like, he looks exactly like one of the characters. Oh yeah, I knew that Blue Eyes was a woman. And that's why Kaiba is so connected to Blue Eyes, because he's the reincarnation of the priest who was, like, with that woman. Type of monsters... So, oh, I saw one. There's like a new golem creature. Blue Eyes, White Marriage. Not gonna lie, golem-type Pokemon, like sentient, magically created golem Pokemon, are incredibly Team Soul-coded. And I think they're cool as fuck. When the new 1.0 comes out, I will not be doing, like, Team Soul rules, but I will definitely be using mostly Dark types. That's just how I like to play Power World. And I will also catch humans. I'm a big fan of humans, using them as stupid shit. I also really like the Mimic. Mimog is one of my favorite pals in, like, ever. I think it is so cute, and it's so adorable that it is, like, just a quick-moving treasure chest. It's one of the best transporters for a base, too, because it just has the biggest movement speed. This really cute comic of Kaiba somehow revived, met a reincarnation after all these years, found my way back to you. That's adorable. I absolutely love that we're fucking Larry over by having him constantly hit Buford with normal moves. This is by far the funniest way I've defeated Larry. This tactic is just switching between these two Pokemon 90% of the time. Yeah, well, we're a blue-collar trucker, so fuck you. Yeah, shitty hours. Never sat through the Millennium Arc, and you never ever will, except maybe to watch Bakur vs. Yugi. Yeah. Oh, you know what I'm really excited for, since I've been rewatching the dub? And I might switch over to the sub, I haven't decided, but... I want to see the video game arc, where everyone's put in, like, full dive machines, and they go to Card Art Online. I mean, yeah, I can totally watch both. I mean, I literally grew up with the dub. And the only reason I would want to watch the sub is because, as I've said some things are just entirely different, because that was the era of anime where they did a lot of changing and shit. Exactly. If I don't watch the dub, I miss all the best Joey lines. And probably a lot of the great Kaiba lines. But I do want to see the darker show that the sub is. But I also know that they got heavily 4-kidsified. And no one wants to be 4-kidsed. Also, this was my punishment for bringing the full team in. Only using Hot Dog and Buford. Anyone who's late to register for the tournament will be disqualified. Mokuba, make Wheeler late. Buford, you legend. Is he gonna do it? Oh my god, Buford, you are a legend. I mean, they both faint from recoil damage, but who cares? What I don't get is why does Kaiba invite Joey to Battle City if he doesn't actually respect Joey? Is it just because Joey made it to the semifinals? I mean, I know at least in the manga, the rare hunter who runs a card shop wanted him in for the red eyes. But I'm not sure if that's exactly how it went in the anime. Because I was reading up on early Battle City, and I saw a few differences in it. That is what happened? Okay. And they'll actually listen to you, too. I hope a child like you won't have to put up its namesake. The dishes here, they all got flavor. You should eat them. Another gym defeated. Well done. Rika informed me there was an unusual trainer worth keeping an eye on. It seems she meant you. I'd guessed as much. I had the pleasure of observing your last match. I was impressed by the skill you showed. If you manage to keep your momentum and achieve champion rank, I'll be interested in inviting you to the Pokémon League and... Hey, Crash! What? You're here with Gita? Damn. Gita, I know Crash is strong, but he's mine. Joey went into the car shop, asked if he was invited, got the old "who are you" treatment, and when he was searched up, the card shop guy and Red Eyes got. I see. I could have sworn I read somewhere that both Yugi and Joey were invited. And figured it was just because they made it to, like, the finals of the Dual Kingdom. Ooh, I know something about the Red Eyes duel. What Joey says is different. In English, he says something about winning it back through the true spirit of the duelist. But in Japanese, there's no mention of being a true duelist. The implication is Joey at least did something to earn back his red eyes. Could have been a duel, could have been something else. But there's also the fact that, like I said, Joey specifically mentions the true spirit of a duelist in English, but says nothing of the sort in Japanese. Because the whole point was like, you earned it fair and square, I can always get it back later, sort of thing. And since Joey had Time Wizard, which Yugi gave him, and Yugi had Red Eyes, which Joey essentially let him keep, then they each were playing with a deck that had a card from each other in it. He got it back via BJ, beat down by Joey.
Oh, good to see you again, Champion Nemo. It's been a while. So, La Primera, what are you doing with my Crash? Why is she La Primera? Wait, shit, did I never tell you? She's like the toppest of top champions. She was the first one. She was number 1.
Is that how he paid for his sister's blindness? Too bad with a strat like that, he gets blinded so quickly.
But, hey, Gita, I thought you were too busy to check in on gyms. Oh, I'm not here to inspect the gyms. I've come to scout some rather promising young talent. I'm thinking of changing up the Elite Four. It was either recruiting Crash or a baby who isn't born yet. Well, you know what? Well, Crash, I guess you're famous or something. But, Gita, he's mine. You can't steal him from me.
He got her money by launching Yugi Fans, where he opened card packs on stream and sold the cards at auction later in the live stream. Understood, LP. I'ma write it down. Crash, you know what? Let me write that in. It's funny. People say Joey doesn't have his heart in Japanese when Joey literally brings up his sister all the time in the dub. In Japanese, literally every single time he's dueling in fucking Duelist Kingdom, he's like, I'm doing it for my sister. Ah, the other way around. Kaiba is the only winner of the cards. Crash was supposed to be the rock leader, but he decided, nah, I'll get married. And you know what? Child, I believe in you. Steel is like rocks, but harder. My god, does Poppy see Crash as an uncle figure? Did Crash spend his, like, last years of schooling as a member of the Elite Four? Like, before he and Byrne got married? Wait. Is that why Poppy's in the Elite Four now? Did Crash used to be a member? But yes, Solar, you're right. He does bring it up a lot.
Oh, may I watch?
I mean,
I don't mind. I don't mind a voyeur. What about you, Crash?
Crash gets flustered because of course he does.
It's okay. It's okay if that's what you want, Nemo.
He'll tell stories about every individual rhino, but the Elite Four, it was just a hobby over the summer. He interned as an Elite Four member. When he went to work for the Elite Four, Rika presented him with a pair of glasses. And he wore them for that summer and then no other time. Speaking of, we're halfway through the game. I think it's time for Crash to no longer look very concerned. Exactly. And this is also why Gita is forced to Terra her Glimora into a rock type and use it last. Because Crash was originally the rock specialist, but now there's no rock specialist in the league. It's just unfortunate that as the rock specialist, it was just rhinos. People were like, hey Crash, what if you had something other than Rhydon in your team? And Crash was like, there's Pokemon other than rhinos? But he just likes fucking with people. Crash thinks Sudowoodo isn't grass type. That's way funnier. Yeah, this Sudowoodo is grass type. Brassius used one. And look, this one knows Woodhammer. But also on the subject of Crash thinking that the only Pokemon are rhinos, that's only a joke. Because he likes to fuck with people. So he would sit there and be like, go, Aerodactyl! But it's a Rhydon. I named it Aerodactyl! What are my thoughts on GX? I've watched maybe 5 episodes. Right, I forgot that Buford's not fast. Aggron's just a very heavy steel rhino. Remember. Ow. Oh, thank fuck. Piss. Please no more than 2. Okay, you can hit me 3 times, but only 3 times. Only 4 times? Fuck! Yeah, Nemo really wanted to smack that iron ass. Or that rhino ass. I believe we're going to get a spiritual loss here. And also...
42. The loss will be 0.5 like his son. Okay, I love that we crit one-shot the Gumi with a resisted move. That's amazing, and Hot Dog is the best. God, I love Hot Dog. I'm getting backed right into a corner. Bonk then canonically knows Poppy as a spiritual cousin. Yeah! So we're gonna get some fun lore when Bonk beats up his little cousin. Wait, what if they don't actually have a Pokemon battle, and they just casually take each other, like, their Tinkaton's hammers, and just bonk each other over the head with them? Because Poppy is just magically capable of wielding her Tinkaton's hammer. I'm gonna make La Primera's eyes light up. The fun thing is, if Bonk was forced... You don't think her eyes are lighting up? That's something else? What was I gonna say? Oh, sorry. Thank you. If Bonk was forced into using only one Pokemon type, he would either be a Ghost Specialist or a Steel Specialist. Just because those are the most, like, item-focused types. Go, Woodward! Yeah. I think I'm gonna count this as a full loss, considering it's very possible that she will end up dealing enough damage to faint our entire team. With Torch Song. Yep, we missed the takedown. I can't see our Monkey King resisting this. Yeah. That's fine. We were gonna be screwed over by her anyway. An amazing display of talent, even against one as skilled as Nemo. I'll say, you were doing pretty good until I terastallized my Scaladirge. I can see you're growing strong, Crash. And I'll admit, it's starting to get my blood boiling. I can't wait for the day when you become as strong as you can possibly be, and then we'll get the chance to fight each other.
Oh no, Nemo's getting her. Nemo would at first be gloating. Nah, I don't know. Nemo wouldn't gloat. She's just a cool alt chick. She'd say stuff like, well, I beat you this time, so... Huh. I guess that makes us 2-2? I think I've just evened up the score. Whoop whoop, Pokey Popo on the way. 1, 2, 3, help. But no, what I was gonna say is... Nemo may not be Nemona, but she still has Saiyan blood. So, exactly. The fact that Nemo is seeing Crash getting stronger and stronger and fully believes in his potential. The idea that Crash will one day become wildly strong is turning her on. You know what, Iron? That might be a really valid point. Is the real Gita trying to find somebody? Maybe Crash, maybe something else, but she left a robot in her place. Whoa, no. We are retrieving the asset for Sudowoodo. And I believe you will enjoy it. Because it is the best asset. It's either Crash or Burn. Both are strong trainers, and Paldea would need gym leaders for those specialties. Yeah. Alright. So we're gonna rock it with this for now. I also love that both of our rock types have these cheeky little Pokemon smile avatars.
Oh. So Pokemon Smile has every Pokemon from Kanto and Johto, as well as Ludicolo, Mime Jr., and Dedenne. This means if we ever do a challenge where there's only Kanto or Johto Pokemon, we can use Pokemon Smile art, because this art is fucking adorable. It's so stupid and deformed. I love it so much. Maybe we should do something like a Kanto only thing where we can only use things that existed in the first game. One of those region lock ideas. Yeah, I want Pokemon Smile Zygarde where he's just a limp noodle in the shape of a smile. But, my thought is something like, we couldn't use any fairy types because fairy didn't exist in Gen 1. We can't use anything that's dark because dark didn't exist in Gen 1. Things like that. I'm sorry, Crash, did you just jump onto a tabletop without the ability to jump? I need to know if I can replicate that. That was incredibly weird. Crash does work in mysterious ways. That's true. Nemo would have dived in. Okay. I said, thank you. Alright, we are gonna heal ourselves up. And we'll be making our way to the next gym. I just want to see if there's any more TMs we can get. We can make another Brave Bird, if we so desire. Are there any other moves that could be useful? No. 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 Okay. Yeah. Alright. So we're closing in on the 4th hour. We are going to end it here for tonight. I'm getting tired. I would like to thank you all for being here. Thank you all for always keeping up with the stupidity that is Crash. Lesson today: get a giant fish. Giant fishes solve all your problems. That and a tree.
The road may be rocky, but rocky road is delicious, so it's a good road. You know what, Froth? I think I did hear about the crashed car on the road. It was strange because all the debris spelled out, like, words. I don't even know how they managed to do that. Yeah, it was on Excellent Road and Party Avenue. Crazy. Thank you for always writing down the lore, my dear friend, Ian. Remember, more rhinos! What was crazier, Froth? Did we finish each other's sentences? Because that's what I was gonna say. You're right, it did hit the street signs, and those fell into the rubble too. And like the weirdest thing happened. It spelled out a phrase. Yeah. It made sentences out of the random word rubble. Tell everyone what the first one said, Froth. And the second one said, and Party Ave, dudes. Hehehehe.